Oh, good morning. Can you see me? It's dark out and I'm dark. So that's why you can't see me. You'll see me though when I get under the light. But it's backpack day again. And I'm going for a brisk walk with this backpack so that I can work on these legs. Haven't worked them in a while. Forgot the last time I went backpacking. Maybe it was like a week ago. But I still didn't do any leg exercises otherwise. And so it's chilly this morning. The weather here in Florida, in South Florida, I should say, has been kind of crazy. It The temperature went up yesterday to 88 degrees. It was 79 on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, yesterday, it went up to 88. And guess you know what it's gonna be today? It's gonna be 73. 73. A high of 73 and a low of like 51 or something like that, or 53, but in the 50s. So just and then tomorrow it'll be back in the 80s. Just one day, just today, out of all the days in the week, just today it went up to it's gonna drop rather to low 70s, a high of the low 70s, and a low of the low 50s. And so, what is it right now? Look at my watch here, saying that it's 58 degrees right now. Yeah, 58 degrees. It feels chillier than 58. It's windy too. I'm all hooded up here. It's a bit windy, and it feels a lot colder than 58 to me. I've been in the cold, you know, quite a bit throughout my life. I've lived in Virginia, lived in Texas, Colorado, Ohio. Ohio was cold, deathly cold. And so, I know a little bit about the cold. New York, you know, and so, yeah, I've experienced the cold and then traveled to other cold places, to other very cold places. Um, and so, when I say it's, although when you're in a in a climate, everything is relative. And so, um, if you're in if you're in say Switzerland, right? Let's use Switzerland. The temperature is in the teens, like 15 degrees or so, and no, temperatures say in the 30s, and then it dropped to the 20s. You kind of don't I just switched my camera there to facing out instead of looking at me because you can't see me. You kind of don't feel it. You kind of don't feel it that bad because it's cold. It's went from one cold to just much colder. Um, so it's it just continues to be cold. So, but when we were in Saudi Arabia in the desert, and the temperature dropped from 110 to the 80s, at night, you know, it'll go up to 110 in the day. We're in there in the summer. We're there in the summer. We're there in July. We were there for a whole year, but we spent the summer out there. And in July, oh my goodness, the temperature dropped from like 110 to the 80s at night. And we were cold. 80 degrees, and we had to bundle up. So see, everything is relative. Everything. And then it was windy. It was windy, and you get sandblasted sometimes. You know, the wind is blowing and the sand is blasting you in the face. So we had to wrap. I had a big rag thing. I had to wrap my face with. Wear goggles, so nowhere is exposed. Everywhere is covered up. Those are fun times. Miss those days. In my 20s, wish I could get them back. But I am forever grateful for the experience. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do some praying this morning. So I'm going to turn off the scammer. And so what I'm going to do, just to show you, because I do it sometimes, you know, I want to be praying on the phone with everybody here, because sometimes I'm praying about personal stuff when I'm walking here alone in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the time. I'm going to take a picture of the time, and then when I turn the camera back on, I'll take a picture of the time again. And so you're not watching a whole, 20 minutes of me just walking and talking. All right. So give me a Tango Charlie here. Time check. Oh, wait on my watch. Come back up. Come on. Okay, so that's now 6:15 and 19 seconds. And so I'm going to turn off the camera now. In about another 10 minutes, I'll be back at the house. Or less. All right. Okay, I just got back. I forgot to turn it on. I was going to turn it on before I got back. But I just got back now. And the time is now 6:42. It was 6:19 or something like that earlier. All right, so I'm back in the neighborhood. And no, I didn't sit on the side of the road and wait it out. I was actually walking and praying this whole time. Yes. So we're back at the house, and I'm going to open up this garage door here because the baby is coming in about 20 minutes or so. All right, guys, so we're back, and it's cold. Okie dokie. Let me shed this backpack here and stash it. Ow. I'm sweating in the cold. All right. So that was a nice little walk. It was cold outside. It is still cold outside. But I was sweating in the cold. Nice little walk. Fill my legs up a little bit. And I'll see you when I see you. Have a good morning.